that you guys pay for everything. I think that is so messed up. I'm on your guys' side about this. I think it's insane that it's just socially constructed, that you pay for everything. I think that's nuts. I actually think if you guys take a girl to dinner 3 times and you pay and then you never hear from her again, I think you should be able to call the police. That's some bullshit. I'm very ashamed of how the relationship ended, though. I'm embarrassed about it, but I think it's important to talk about. I think I just lost respect for him because he wasn't contributing financially, which is messed up because I feel like women don't contribute to relationships all the time, and that's okay.
Guys, you are deluding yourself, okay? Because there is nothing that women hate more than a happy, successful man. Do not kid yourself, okay? These women cannot stand seeing men who are happy, men who are successful, men who are thriving. Okay, whenever they see a guy like that, the first thing they want to do is bring him down. Even if she is attracted to him, initially, she may appreciate that. Initially, she may like the fact that, hey, this guy has his shit together. He is kicking ass in life. He is financially secure. He's in incredible shape. But once she starts dating you, her first order of business will be turning you from that alpha male into a beta male.
What? Sorry, just quickly. What if it's da 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 down 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 da 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 down down down. Show me pity, show me party. I'll be what you want, and it's physical. Keep it subliminal. Show me what you want.
Why? Because you're not allowed to look at an ass that's 2 feet in front of your face. I like her. She runs a tight ship. I respect that. He did not even look. So regardless, you're either looking at my ass or worrying about my knees. One of the two. So that's not the best position, and I think that that's just a hypocritical way to operate because guys can't have their dicks out, you know? Like, the male rappers can't rap with their dicks out. If I saw a male rapper with his dick out, I wouldn't be respecting him either or listening to what he was saying. If I saw a male rapper with his dick out, I would be calling the police, which is such a testament to the nature of man that when a woman is naked, you're like, look at that beautiful woman, and when a man is naked, you're like, there was a crime. Something horrible happened over there, guys. I think it's really messing up the power dynamic. Like, the fact that I can pay my own bills, that's such a big deal for me. I thought that making money was gonna solve all my problems, especially my relationship problems, because when I was in my 20s, I had to date guys that had money because I didn't have any. But now that I make my own money, I felt like it opened up this whole new pool of broke guys that I couldn't date before, so I've been doing that. They're much nicer. And the last guy I dated, I paid for everything. I paid for trips, I paid for dinners, and now that I've sort of been the man in the relationship, now that I've been in your shoes, I now understand why you guys hate us. It's because we owe you so much fucking money. And something happens psychologically when you start to pay for someone where you start to hate them. You start to hate everything about them, you resent them, you start keeping score of everything they do. One day he came home, he was drinking a coconut water. It's like, coconut water? What are you, the queen of fucking England? How about you drink out of the tap like a goddamn man? How about that? And then they nag you. They always need something from you. You know, he'd be like, do you want to go to dinner? I'm like, you just ate yesterday. Do you have a tapeworm? What's the problem? I feel like I now understand why you guys are always so disappointed in us, too, because something happens when you start paying for someone where you start to get these high expectations for their behavior. Like, as soon as I started paying for him, I started expecting him to, like, do chores out of nowhere. I also get now why people stay in relationships too long, because money makes things stickier. Like, I feel like I stayed in that relationship 3 months too long just because I didn't want to get a bad return on my money because dating is such a terrible investment. Which made me think, like, I can't believe we just run around spending money on relationships that we don't know is going to work out. It's a terrible investment. I feel like there should be some kind of insurance in place to protect us. Like, I feel like dating should be like checking into a hotel. Okay, you and I are gonna start dating. As soon as we start dating, you have to put your credit card down. 3 months later, if you want to break up, I'll be like, all right, well, let's look at your bill. Yeah, you owe me $3,200 or you can't fucking leave. And now that I've spent my hard-earned money on someone that I never see, I can't stand that it's just assumed that you guys pay for everything. I think that is so messed up. I'm on your guys' side about this. I think it's insane. For evolutionary purposes, we are hardwired to stop being sexually attracted to men when they show any kind of weakness. And I know this is true because one time I was dating this guy. I was madly in love with him. Like, I thought we were going to get married. We're walking down the street, and he tripped and fell. And I instantly fell out of love with him. I just, like, I couldn't, like, I was embarrassed to even be near, like, I was disgusted by him. Like, my primal brain was like, no, he is not a provider. He cannot protect you. He's a danger to you and the whole tribe. The whole species is in trouble. It's cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded.
Give you the most affection. Because at the end of the day, women love fixer-uppers. They don't really like guys who have their shit together. Most women love fixer-uppers. They like guys who are drug addicts, alcoholics, guys who are abusive, guys who have anger issues, you know, guys who are fixer-uppers, guys who have problems, guys that have problems that she can help solve, right? And even that in itself is a red flag. And I'm not saying all women, by the way, because there are women out there who do appreciate a man who has his shit together. Not many of them, but there are unicorns out there that actually value high-value men and will appreciate you for the value you bring to the table. But since most women are dysfunctional and have mental health issues, especially these single women over 30 who are still unmarried, these women are not going to want to see you winning at life. They're going to want to see you failing at life so they could feel like, you know, they have something to build. You're going to be like their little project that they're going to mold and shape into the perfect beta male, right? That's what she's thinking. But if you've got your shit together, then really there's nothing to fix. You know, in a way, she's afraid of that boredom. Like, this guy already has all his crap together. What does he need me for? You know, especially if she's a chick who does not have her shit together and you do. She's not going to value you the way you think or the way that you expect to be valued. Just because you're high value and she's so low value, she is not going to like the fact that you are winning at life, and she is not. So she's going to try to pull you down. She's going to try to sabotage you. She's going to try to throw salt on your game. She's going to try to, you know, manipulate your success to bring you down a notch. She's not going to be supportive. There are a myriad of ways that women accomplish these things. Whether she poison drips you, put shames you, treats you with disrespect, treats you with low value, or whether she flat out gives you silent treatment and gives you the cold shoulder and just kind of zaps you of energy. Holy. You know, you ever have a girl do that to you where she just slowly zaps you of energy by giving you silent treatment, by ignoring you, by pretending she doesn't hear you half the time when you speak to her? You're like, oh yeah, honey, where do you want to go for dinner tonight? And then you're waiting for a response. Did you hear me? And she just sits there. And then you ask her for like the third time, like, babe, where do you want to go for dinner? And she's like, oh, this place is fine. Like that kind of manipulative, abusive, it's like being emotionally abusive, by the way. That type of emotionally abusive behavior from her, that shit will zap you of energy. Okay, it will totally zap you of energy. I can't stand when girls do that, by the way. I drop girls like that. Girls like that have BPD, borderline personality disorder.
It cracks me up, man. It reminds me of when I was in my 20s. Because when I was in my 20s, I was such an idiot. Like, when I was in my 20s, I was the worst combination of, I was arrogant, but I was also, like, delusional, you know? Like, when I was in my 20s, I thought that I was a catch. I thought I was funny and interesting and smart, but I wasn't. You're not. Okay? It's just that guys want to have sex with you, right? So they laugh at your stupid jokes. They listen to your boring-ass stories, and then you start getting an ego. You start thinking you're awesome. Then you turn 30, and guys stop wanting to have sex with you. And then you're just left with a terrible personality. That's what happened to me. I got enabled in my 20s, now I'm in my 30s, and I'm just a dick. I'm the worst. I'm loud, I'm obnoxious. I'm
uncomfortable with your success. You'll find that a toxic person will belittle your ambitions, will make you feel unworthy even when you're doing well. When you do well and you have an achievement, they won't celebrate it with you and get excited with you. They'll brush it off, they'll change the subject relatively quickly, or they'll find a problem with it. You come home saying you got a promotion and they'll say, well, won't that now be a lot more work? They'll actually try and denigrate whatever it is you've achieved because they prefer you when you're weak. When things are going wrong, when you get fired, you'll get lots of love from this person. But when you get that pay rise, or when you go and start that new business, or when you do anything that could threaten them and the relationship because they perceive you to be pulling away from them or getting stronger or needing them less, all of a sudden they get vicious, or they just get detached, because there are two ways people go. Some people get aggressive and vicious and say, you don't care about me anymore. They go down that road. You're doing all of these things now. You don't care anymore. They try and make you feel guilty. Or they just act like they don't care anyway. And you'll find that they get distant from you when things are going well. They start spending more time with other people, giving more love to other people, and giving less love to you. So this video isn't about coming from a high and mighty place and us looking at toxic people and saying there's something wrong with you. Oh, I realized you're the problem, not me. It's not that we're perfect and they're not. We're not perfect. And that's the whole point. In a relationship, we come with imperfections, we come with flaws, we come with insecurities and wounds from previous relationships, from our parents, from experiences in our lives, from our failures and our tragedies. When we come to a relationship, in some ways, we already come as scratched goods. But the whole point is that you need to come to a relationship to meet a team player who is also imperfect, and you can help heal each other. You can't heal each other, of course. That's something only we ourselves can do. But we can provide an environment for our partner where it's possible for them to heal, where it's possible for them to become strong, to become great. Mark Twain said that the really great make you feel that you too can become great.